Hey folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to another live streaming adventure, the beginning of a new live streaming adventure. This is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a game that I had intended to start last week, but we had a little puppy expedition, which I've talked about on the Discord and is going to be coming up in episodes of the Baldur's Gate 3 live stream, but I'll probably talk about it today as well, because puppies are cute and puppies are fun, and we all like puppies quite a bit, I think. But timing couldn't be better for starting this, actually, because just yesterday we finally had the name drop and a few trailers for Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Just the one. I think I said Revelations on Discord. But a chapter from the Bible, this is not. It's just a singular revelation. What is it going to be? I don't know. I assume it relates to undead Aerith ghosts or the Dementors of Fate or what have you. I'm not quite sure, but I'm looking forward to it. I was not actually, like, in the moment, I was really hyped to be seeing game number 3. But I feel like the trailers weren't good. They were not as good as that first reveal of Final Fantasy Rebirth, the one we're about to play right now with the helicopter footage of everyone dead on the overpasses. I was like, that is a trailer. And that got me intrigued. And of course, the trailers for Final Fantasy VII Remake were incredible. This just, there's a focus on the weapons, which I imagine are going to play a massive role in the upcoming game, because they're these huge colossuses we're going to have to fight. And I really look forward to seeing how that plays out with this game's combat system, because obviously in the original game, it's just you have the weapon on one side of the screen and your party on the other, and you're just kind of lobbing attacks at each other. But these are huge entities that we're going to have to fight in real time, presumably, or maybe they're going to have some kind of unique mechanic for it. I don't know. I look forward to finding out. But what I also look forward to doing is a sound check, unique mechanic for it. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Audio is working, good to see. Had to check that. Forgot to check that earlier. Had to check it now. And we seem to be doing just fine on that front. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Revelation. It's also the name of an Assassin's Creed game, so that's funky. I think there's actually a lot of games that have that in the title. It's not a great title. I feel the same way about that as I do like Origins or Origin. A lot of games go with that, and I'm like, it worked for Assassin's Creed Origin because it was literally the origin of the Assassins, but I don't know if it works for any other game. But also, that's not what we're doing. It's not Final Fantasy VII Origin. It's Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and we'll see. If the Revelation pays off, then the title is good. But it's going to depend on whether or not the Revelation pays off. And it might not. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know. We have no way of knowing. I keep fidgeting with the mic because it's very much in my view. It's in my peripheral. I need to stop focusing on it, but probably just go ahead and play the game. The thing that you're all here for. I'm excited to dive back into this. Been a couple of years. I wanted to play this again immediately after finishing it, and I chose not to. I didn't even go back. I think I said after we beat the main story, I was like, I'll go back in and do some of the extra tasks. And I actually sat down after the stream, some hours later, and was like, I will not. I'll leave it for next time. And this is next time, and I'm excited to be back. I don't know how extensive this playthrough will be. I think we might just kind of focus on the story this time around. I might, in my own time, go do some of the extra tasks. There's a lot of fun stuff here. There's a ton of extra side content, a lot of which I never even bothered to complete last time. I think I kind of participated in everything there was to participate in, but I'm almost positive we left a lot of extra content on the floor. Maybe we'll pick it up this time. Maybe we'll leave it there and just kind of hop, skip, and jump over it. Now, I played this on the PlayStation 5 the first time through, and this time through we'll be playing it on PC in ultra-wide. Hopefully it'll be in ultra-wide. I believe this game has ultra-wide support. If not, stream might be paused while I try to figure out how to make it have ultra-wide support. We're going to go ahead and hit new game. So what have we got here? Confirm whether any save data... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I forgot about that. So bonuses. Bonus items are offered as thanks for playing the previous title and its DLC. To claim these benefits, first confirm that eligible save data is present on your system. It might not be able to find it. I was going to say, yeah, because we're playing on Linux and everything is kind of sandboxed, it might not be able to find it, and I have no idea how to get around that. Our bonus would be the Leviathan summoning materia and the Rama summoning materia. We're just not going to get those. I'll check real quick. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Linux? Bonus save data, question mark? And let's see. Yeah, here we go. There's actually like a post about it on Steam. Hi all, I was able to figure out a way to claim the bonuses you can receive from the first game on Linux. Assuming you have both games installed in the same drive, open 2 new windows and locate the compat data of both games. All right, and go to, all right, hold on. I think I can do this real quick. We might have to close the game. So for a moment, bear with me. You can kind of watch what I'm doing on the screen back there. But I don't think having Rama and Leviathan is going to make that profound of a difference. But can we just navigate directly to there by going to browse local files? Will that get us where we need to go? I actually don't know if it will, because here it says that we need to go to users, Steam user, my documents, games. I don't know how to get to that. I have no clue how to get to that. Copy the remake folder from its my games and paste it into Rebirth's comp data, my games folder. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Okay, this might take a second. Perhaps we'll go to a brief break while I try to sort this out so I don't have to, like, awkwardly talk over it. Go get yourself a snack, get some popcorn, get some soda. We will return in a moment. Well, that didn't at all do what I needed it to do, and now it just says be right back on the screen. Stop that. I have a be right back screen, like a whole dedicated one. Here we go. Hold on. I'm actually launching the wrong game now somehow. That's a mistake. Why are we... Hold on. Give me a moment. I've made an error. But I think I got it. I do think that I got it. Hold on. Let me just get back out of Remake. You all saw Rebirth on the screen, so who knows what's going on here. But I think I figured it out. I think I may or may not have figured it out there. I got to close all these Tinker tools now that I used to get it in ultra wide before. And here we go, maybe. Launching the game. If this doesn't work, by the way, we're not going to try again. We're just going to start playing the game. I think I followed the steps properly. It was a bit of a hassle because the directory it sent me to didn't exist because I actually have my games. Well, no, it did exist, but my games weren't there because my games are on a second drive. And it turns out that directory is just on the second drive. But let's check our bonuses this time. Shout out to random people on Steam. Very much appreciate the work that you do on the Steam forums. So, Final Fantasy VII, should we do another sound check? Make sure it's all still working. Appreciate the work that you do on the Steam forums. So, yeah, okay. Final Fantasy VII Remake save data confirmed. Claim your Leviathan summoning materia by selecting DLC bonuses in the system section of the main menu. We also got our Rama materia. Okay, great. So what are we now? 20 minutes into the live stream? And we're ready to hit new game. And click check again. All right, all bonuses items have been claimed. Yep. Default. Dynamic is intriguing. Enemy difficulty adjusts automatically based on your skill level. Select this if you love the thrill of the fight. I don't. Normal is what they intended us to play on. The standard difficulty, as God intended. New game head start will give us high-leveled characters and a hefty amount of gil, armor, and materia. One of these days, we're going to give that a shot and see what that's like. But we've got plenty of every other years ahead of us. We might replay these games next year. Right before the release of the next one. In 6 months' time, who can say? This game has, like, the most thrilling intro ever, though. Like, this is some action-packed malarkey going on here. It's like, hey, just in case you didn't play the last game recently,
I'm waiting, Cloud.
Here's a reminder of everything that, happened. Oh, by the way, well, I'll explain that in a minute.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Avalanche made a storm happen.
And has begun investigations
into that sounds reasonable. That's what happened. Yeah. Insurgent group Avalanche made they made a tornado, of course. Natural. Makes perfect sense. I'm not here to question things. I think I would be getting out of this city by now if all of this was happening. So there's your little clue in that we're in the other timeline. You got your scruffy looking pupper over there, instead of the loyal pup we all know and love. If I ever die young, I think you could probably play this song directly into my ears, and I would probably come back to life. Also, I think I'm too old to die young officially now. Go get him, buddy. I can't remember. Does this start with the Zack segment, or does it go directly into Cloud and Sephiroth? I mean, if you know, you know. They're kind of both Zack segments.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
Alternate reality Kyrie. It would have been great if they gave her a different colored hat.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see. Ah, over there.
Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
We still have one suspect.
Love that it has the hand on the end of it. It's so ridiculous.
With a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword.
Back over here.
Get him on board! Prep for takeoff.
The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble.
I'm hoping to get more insights. Maybe this is what Revelation is all about. Ooh.
Come on. This way.
So in this alternate timeline where Cloud wasn't there, how exactly did all of this unfold?
Move it! We're taking off!
What?
Hey! Turn that off! The survivors are being taken away!
Also, the timeline's really weird. Because all of this happened as Zack's getting back to town, as opposed to some undetermined amount of time later, which is how it actually happened. I see your hair is still mildly green. Anyone else ever noticed that?
Excuse
I
me.
can't tell if it's supposed to be like that or if it's a...
Just for a bit. Too much.
Is my monitor not tuned correctly?
Hey!
Is this a choice that she made? And if so, why? Because it doesn't look good on her.
Aerith!
You should have shouted at her, man. I do love that Red 13's just first thought upon waking up in a helicopter is to just start messing with the pilots. Like, I think he's smarter than that. Now, I can't help but notice that we are not in ultra-wide. I kind of thought that by now we might be. So that is concerning. I thought this game supported ultra-wide. Let me double check that real quick. Does Final Fantasy VII Rebirth support ultra-wide? No, there's an ultra-wide fix, though. Of course there is. Goodness me. Yeah. Do we want that badly? I kind of think I should have checked that beforehand. I kind of expected that it would just be there because I thought I read that somewhere. Give me a moment. Okay. I reckon this is gotta be the worst start to a live stream in all of human history. But happy to announce we're in ultra wide now. So we're good to go. All right, look at it. It's sharp. I also lowered the frame rate to try to prevent the screen tearing because for some reason, even though my monitor supports variable refresh rate and the game supports variable refresh rate, much like on the last title, at 120, it screen tears. And it's only this game. No other game does that. But we're in. We're in. We're our boy Zach. We're finally able to move around. I've attempted to use my sword a couple of times now and nothing is working. So presumably we have to wait till the point in the tutorial where the game decides that I am allowed to swing my sword and we will be allowed to swing my sword. I think I remember that being an issue last time as well. Even though there's all these boxes that I want to break. There's no way for us to get through. We're like barricaded here. Unless the game gives me a... Oh, I can just run into that and jump over it. Of course I can. That makes more sense. All right, everyone. I know you've been hearing about a target with the Buster Sword, but it wasn't me. I promise it's not my fault. All right? I'm not even really sure why you guys are after Cloud as well, because he's been with me this whole time outside of town, and actually the timeline doesn't make sense when you think about it, and I guess you're just not supposed to. Easy does it there. What do I have that I can... Do I have... All I have is attacks? I also have a combo charge. That's pretty satisfying. I like doing that. That's fun. Send me your best, and I'll show you what I'll do with them.
All right, think. Heads up!
Shit! Come on, let's get him! Grenade out!
Like, it feels so familiar to the last game, but I know there's some differences. That combo charge, for example, is quite a bit different. But that might be Zach specific. Okay, go bake a pizza. And let me know how it is. Gosh, that sounds good. I've not eaten in a minute. So I'm looking forward to eating after this stream, but let me know how the pizza is. And also, if you're listening to the stream, if you wouldn't mind letting me know how the audio is, because I don't know, is the game too loud? Is the game too quiet? Feedback is always appreciated. I think we can take these guys. I know we've been like riddled with bullets. Bless them. So we now have two unconscious, not corpses, two unconscious individuals.
This is so messed up. All of it.
I played the original game. It didn't play out like this.
But I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
Buddy. Truly the man that Aerith deserved, alright? Sound level is A-okay? Fantastic. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Thank you for letting me know. I really do, like, listen, have whatever opinion you want about Cloud and Aerith, but I really feel like her and Zach are kind of like, they're the two cogs that mesh together, you know? Tifa and Cloud, that's the correct answer, you know? Look, I love Aerith. You know, obviously. Who doesn't? She's the perfect woman. But, you know, Tifa and Cloud are better meshing cogs. All right.
As we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure, if Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
Fun little flashback here to the
It
Nebel
all started
region.
5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came up. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
Fall of a hero.
It's really coming down, huh?
So I love,
Feeling any better?
first off, this.
I'm good.
This is,
Sure don't look it.
God, so good. But then also,
Help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man.
yeah, I'm not sure if motion sickness
Ready
is
to
his
do
problem.
Yeah, you bet.
I love the difference in Cloud's sort of demeanor. He's doing the squats right now. Like, it's one of those things where if you know,
Rein it in.
you know when it's obvious, but if you don't, you're just like,
No can do.
Cloud's a little energetic in this. Something bad must have happened after this to make him so grumpy.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point. Because if it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally make first, and what do? Call a ceasefire with Wutai, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier.
The difference in the voice, like
I joined up so I could be a hero,
the performance
like you.
from the VA is also just, it's perfect.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends at R12.
This in the original game is really awesome.
Let's go.
It's you and Sephiroth versus this kind of monster, and you do 0 damage to it, and Sephiroth kills it in a single, like, max damage slash, and you're like... You're at that point maybe 5 or 6 hours into the game, and you're like, is this the guy I gotta be at the end? Can I? Also, for those of you who don't know, this
I'll
was
take the other.
released early as a demo for the game. And it was actually one of 2 playable demos, which is ridiculous to think about. But they also did a demo in the second region of the game that you could play, sort of outside of Juno and all that. They were very confident in this game. They were like, we're going to give you 2 demos, and you're still going to feel like you haven't scratched the surface. And they're right, because I did both demos, and when we started playing the game, the first thing I noticed was how far apart those demos were, how much combat was it, or how much content was in those. So this is kind of the same, where you're playing as Sephiroth here. Sword dance you can use to kind of get out of the way of these things' attacks. If you do it properly, I didn't, as you might have noticed. At least I think that's what sword dance is for. That first time I did it, I absolutely got hit by nothing, but I also wasn't being hit yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he's a beast.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
So this picks up right where, or shortly thereafter, where the intermission left off. Intermission was getting, you remember they're all trying to hitch a ride to Calm, and then they were right outside Calm, and now we're right inside Calm. Inside of a swanky looking hotel. It's not swanky. Classy looking.
Monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra.
As you should have done to begin with.
So the company sent
It's their
help.
problem.
Best they had.
What I like is you get this whole flashback sequence, and none of it really feels like you're picking up from the last game. It feels so unceremonial to just have them all in a room. But then after this flashback, you get everyone around calm, and that feels way more like a welcome to the next chapter, find your friends, resume your adventure.
So I wouldn't know.
Such an expertly made game.
You still got parents, though, right?
I mean, in a manner of
A mother
speaking.
named Genova. She died shortly after I was born.
That's just what they want you to think.
My father.
Whoa there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it.
Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here.
I like Mayor Xander.
I wanted to
Looks
greet
like a
you
good
myself
fella.
To welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
I'd get one of those hats for the stream, but the headphones wouldn't fit around them. Now, if we were using earbuds, which I've thought about changing to, because I do have a little...
Yourself off duty till sundown.
Having wireless buds and being able to just get up and do things so I haven't take off my headphones would be great. So I've considered it many times, because I've already got the transmitter and everything. Just pair them up, get something with like good 8-hour runtime or so. Press the hamburger menu to open the main menu. From there, you can review your party stats, inspect your inventory, and change your equipment. You can also adjust various settings from the options section of the system menu. Press B to roll forward or jump over certain terrain. The action Cloud performs will change depending on the environment. Nice. Yeah, just be rolling. All right, how are you doing, Buckaroo?
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
That's just rude. These are good small town folks.
So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
Ooh, there's one. There's one indeed. Press X while on the pause menu or main menu to open photo mode. We get the idea. We definitely get the idea. So let's have a look at our materia and everything. First off, Cloud's equipment cannot be changed at the present moment, so we're stuck with the Buster Sword, the Road Warrior Bengal, and we can view materia, thankfully, but we don't have any that can be changed. What we do have is Ice, Healing, and Fire, so that'll be fun. And then combat settings, I don't really need to change anything there. Spells, we got Cure, Fire, and Blizzard. How does that work again? I think that's just determined by your materia. So I don't know why we have a separate spells menu. I don't remember. There might be a reason for it that I just don't recall. What should I do first? We absolutely have the option to go to Tifa's house if we wanted to. I just have to remember which one is Tifa's, which is not up here. I can tell you that one already, but hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to get ourselves some loot here. Nice. A mega potion. We'll just be taking that. We'll just be stealing that from the locals. It's okay. We used to live here, so it's like my property is Sue property and all of that.
Sephiroth's in there right now.
Big deal.
For a shot of him. But I should probably wait till later, huh?
Yeah, I mean, first off, killing for a photo is sort of inappropriate. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is Cloud's house, which means Tifa's... Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let's do this first things first. The old water tower. Press the picture-on-picture to view your current position on a map of the area or to check progress in the story. Now, here's a fun fact for you. On Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the map was broken, I think, because of the ultra-wide mod. So I'm curious to see whether or not it works properly in this game.
How did it feel being back up
Even
there?
the way the mod is created is different, so I'd imagine it probably would work.
Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Uh-huh.
Also, the way that Tifa is very vague and confused by everything Cloud has to say here is also just... There's Tifa's house. We figured it out. I'm going to be chef kissing a lot throughout this. This is what... like, there's so... It's so rare these days to have confidence in a project and to believe it's going to be good and be excited for it. But after playing Remake, I was like, I think they're going to nail Rebirth. And after they nailed Rebirth, I'm like... The trailer for Revelation was choppy, but I have nothing but faith they're going to nail it. I have nothing but faith. So, hold on. Let's scurry back down here and get our bearings again. Now, hold on just a second. Now I'm a little bit turned around. That's our house. Was this the direction we were looking? I think this is the hotel, which is where we're going to end the day. Who said that? Hi there. Do you remember me? You're okay. I mean, you're not Tifa, but you're okay looking, I suppose. I think that this is going to end up being Tifa's house. We definitely don't want to go home just yet.
You went to my place?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Absolutely.
I figured you might be there.
So we let ourselves in naturally. And we did more than that. The Lockhart residence. Oh yeah, the map. Folks, I can happily announce the map works. And it's a beautiful day indeed. First off, no one is home. The entire place is abandoned. I like this. Is this for the cat? I do believe that Tifa does have a cat. So that's fun. Oh yeah, looky here.
Remember my cat?
Yeah.
Her name was Fluffy, I think?
Yeah. She was always disappearing. And that day was no different.
It's quite the little cat stand for it, though. That is elaborate. My cats would go crazy for something like that. So I believe that Tifa's room is back there. Mm-hmm.
You went into my room?
Well,
I did.
I like how he's just like, yep. Yeah, that happened. First things first, we gotta play ourselves a little tune on the piano. Inspect pianos you encounter to start tickling the ivories, and perform pieces using sheet music you have acquired. So I was never good at this.
Did you actually play it?
Oh yeah, went to town on it. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try our best here. I wonder if it's easier with PC controls. I'd imagine you use the keyboard for this, wouldn't you? I mean, we could find out literally right now if I just hit that button there. So, oh heavens, WEDCXZA. Nope, nope, nope. Give me a song. How do I bring up a song? Change view. That didn't do that. Oh, right button to change view. Oh, I see. Okay. But there is a way to, like, bring up sheet music, and I don't know what it is. So... well, that was fun. That was a great time, wasn't it? Shall we go ahead and just finish up? End your performance. Mouse and keyboard settings. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, continue. No, I do want to end my performance. I don't think we're getting anywhere on there right now. In the future, when we play pianos, they'll give us some sheet music, and I think we get rewards for completing songs more or less correctly, which will be fun.
You could have just left it alone, you know. What were you even thinking?
What do you mean?
Don't quit your day job.
Did I disappoint them? Wait a minute. I don't think we could play better. I did not see the option for sheet music. Did we dig through Tifa's...
Went through my stuff?
Oh, yes.
I know I shouldn't have.
I don't think this actually impacts anything. I think you can find Tifa's orthopedic underwear in there.
Cloud! You asshole!
You gotta do it to get the synchronized line, though. You got to. And then I don't think we can dig through Cloud's, Tifa's parents. We absolutely can. We can go in their parents' room. Oh, wow. Okay, and then we could steal their possessions. Let's not mention this as part of the story. I mean, I'm sure she'll figure it out when she tries to figure out what happened to the family bottle of ether. Cloud, was that you? Says Cloud. Says Cloud as he leaves with the family bottle of ether. I think there's all there is to see around here. So if we have a look at the map, the next thing we can do is just head home. And then we'll end the day by going to the... no, this is the inn. I've made a mistake. This is not what I meant to do. Oh, well, you know what? Let's go talk to this fellow.
A soldier.
And you are?
Richard Sangan. A humble traveler of the world. And teacher of martial arts to the youth.
This is to explain why Tifa is, like, such a brawler.
Well-toned, but lacking mass. You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
Hadouken?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128.
What a legend.
In fact, one of them's from this very village. Perhaps you know her. Tifa.
Do you reckon that's a common name?
A real talent, that one. She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
I didn't know! I had no way of knowing what was going to
I'm
happen.
interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
Well, just you wait. You will see. I need to check something real quick. I was told that the game, this mod that I installed, would allow me to change, like, the camera. Can I do that? Camera distance in battle. Oh, yeah. That might just be camera distance out of battle. So remember where it was just a second ago. This might just be part of the regular settings. Oh, wow. That is substantially better. I like having a good bit of distance so I can see more of the world.
Is that you, Cloud?
It might feel less immersive to be so far off, but I quite prefer it like this. Now, I do wish I could adjust it dynamically, like during gameplay. I think one of the best camera systems in a video game is the Xenoblade Chronicles games, where you can zoom that camera in, zoom that camera out. You can raise it up or down, so you can have your characters more towards the bottom of the screen or more towards the top. You can pinch it in and basically be first person. You can go kind of off to the side and go like third person over the shoulder. And you can do all of that without ever opening a menu. You can do it all from the game screen just while you're running around the world or during combat. And I wish other games had a system like that. Because sometimes when we're in the big wide open world, I think being able to zoom out this far would be great. I do think it might actually be a hair too far for running around the city. I'm going to leave it for now because we're going to be leaving the city soon anyway. But being able to punch back in and out without having to open up that menu would be swell. So I think the only thing we have left to do now is, yeah, just explore Nibelheim. So we've already gone to the inn, the old water tower, and the Lockhart residence. I think we just have to go home now. I think that's where this little journey ends.
Not that it matters.
It matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
So we kind of had a flashback to this in the last game, but now we get to see it. Fine.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own.
By the way, Cloud's mom
was the first time we'd seen each other.
Claudette or whatever her name is. Woman is fine.
First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Oh, it's Claudia. Okay, all right.
Cloud, is that you?
Bro.
Hey.
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
Cloud, I can be stepdaddy, man.
My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
You would think so.
Not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
Our guy's starting to get like a migraine.
Wait a second. You two were neighbors?
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
It's been a long time since we had this much excitement.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Yeah, Cloud was a problematic child. There's no denying that. So we do have the opportunity to explore a little bit more of town if we wanted to right now. But quite honestly, from memory, there's not a lot of reason to.
With everyone?
Just for a bit.
Oh, did we?
Could you keep up?
I don't remember this at all. What?
All right, then.
Weak legs betray
Let's
a weak
get
mind.
started. And where better to begin than with
Takes me
Toad's
back.
Well, take back what I said earlier. I don't even remember this. Apparently there is stuff to do, but I can't actually, like, follow along. I don't know if maybe I'd stood still long enough if Cloud would, like, participate. Here's all the cats. I don't know which one is Tifa's, but I'd reckon it's back here in the Cat Council, which is a very real thing. The Cat Council meets at my house for some reason. I have 2 outdoor cats, but if you pulled up to my house at any given time, you'd think I had more, because every cat in the neighborhood, like, congregates here, and they sit around on my porch, and I guess they discuss important matters? I don't actually know what they're doing out there. I try not to get involved, you know, I try to let them run their own affairs, but they all expect me to feed them, and I didn't take all these cats to feed. Really, I only took the 2 outside cats to feed, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I can't stop them. They share their food. Maybe that's why they all come over here. It's like a bountiful harvest. And I reckon they probably do thank their hosts as if it's their doing that the food is there, as opposed to mine. Ungrateful swine. I'm gonna give this place once over. And after confirming that I think we're fine. I actually didn't talk to this gentleman.
Look at all this mud. It's never gonna come off.
Bro, it's tires. Mud comes off a tire. Just drive fast enough. It'll come off all by itself. You don't even need to worry about it. I think we need to now head over to the hotel for the day. Excuse me. I actually stay here.
Everyone, give them space.
Must be like.
Can we talk to you?
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Okay. And what about you? Not much to say, huh? Just gonna keep sweeping that same spot? You're not even sweeping properly. You're supposed to put it in a pile, not just swift it around the room.
City folk are so sophisticated.
Didn't really notice at the time.
I like the idea of her saying that in response to me telling her to sweep things into a
The
pile.
moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself. What you looking at?
All these small people.
This landscape,
They're like ants.
Huh?
Ants beneath my thumb.
I could swear I've seen it before.
I could crush them
You
without
okay?
even losing a wink of sleep, Cloud. They're not like me.
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
Sephiroth before the breaking point seems like a really cool guy.
Will do.
He's got like awesome big brother energy. Look after yourself. Mind your P's and Q's. He seems like the kind of guy who would like talk you up to the girl
I tried.
instead of like making fun of you behind your back, you know what I mean?
Was too
He's a
excited.
bro. He's a bro's bro.
Nervous.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
You know what happened the last time she went up there.
So I do want to just point out real quick. We realized this the last time we played this. We had a whole disclaimer and discussion. Tifa, in this part of the game, this is a flashback. She's about 15 or 16. So keep that in mind.
We leave once our
And
guide
keep your
arrives.
chats
Yes, sir.
in accordance with that information.
Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa.
Isn't she just like an adorable little cowgirl? Howdy, Gilliam. Welcome to the stream. You're here just in time. We're about to head up Mount Nebel on a grand expedition.
Good morning,
She's so
sir.
tiny as well compared to Sephiroth.
Tifa?
Like, did she have a growth spurt after this? Actually, Cloud's taller than her by quite a ways, too.
You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For a
Posterity, sir?
Not today.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
That's Mr. Sephiroth to you, young lady.
Come on. Where's the harm in that?
Now, you would think this photograph wouldn't be super relevant. Memories can change.
Thanks.
Photographs typically don't. Now, in the age of Photoshop and AI, sure, but a solid photograph you got up on the wall, that's going to show the truth, baby.
For a while.
The reactor was halfway up Mount Nebel. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
What did you? Because the last time you went up this mountain, it ended very poorly for you. From memory, hold RT to sprint or press L to keep sprinting until you stop moving. While doing so, you will automatically perform terrain actions. Press X to use your weapon and attack. For example, if you find boxes marked with the Shinra logo, try breaking them open. They may contain useful items, including Mako shards that restore MP. Note that you cannot attack in certain locations. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, and then we finally get the game's credits. Flawless. Perfect game. Absolutely perfect game.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nebel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
See, Sephiroth's got such like a fun little attitude to him.
So cool.
Also, being able to stay zoomed out like this would be awesome. Again, I'm telling you, all right? I don't know how far along you are with Revelation. Looks like it's just about finished. But you might ought to consider adding just like an adjustable in-game camera so I don't have to go into the menus to do it. Let me zoom out and take in this world you've made. It's not like you got anything to hide.
Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Huh. Guess you really are the best there is.
I figured there was something over here worth finding. I thought it might be more than a high potion, but I'm probably going to need that high potion. I'll probably be very grateful to have it later on. So, also, we will be back to explore all of this in the future. Now, I think this is, I mean, for lack of a better term, this is instanced. This is specific to this time period. So in the future, when we explore this area, it probably will be different loot. So we probably should focus on getting all the loot we can while we're here because we're going to need it for the upcoming segment of the game. Like, if I break these boxes, I don't think it's going to affect the future, and there will likely be different boxes here. If I had to guess. Look at the there. Oh, aren't they lovely? I mean, granted, they're not moving in a realistic manner. They're jumping completely vertical, but that's okay. And look at that. Look at that giant butterfly cricket. It's an abomination. Oh, it is actually like an amalgamation of creatures.
Those near the village,
It is like a butterfly, and maybe a cricket, and definitely some praying mantis.
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
All right. Oh, they're insectoid chimera. Press X to Press X to attack with Cloud's sword. Holding the button will allow you to follow up with a sweeping slash. Press the button after dodging to launch a ranged attack, or hold the button to unleash an aerial combo. Great work here. Real quick, press... I got you. I was going to say, do we have assess at all? We might. We'll have to get in here with a little bit of combat. So immediately after dodging, hold it down to do an aerial combo. So here we go. They are highly pressured at this point. So we have Braver, Triple Slash, and Focus Thrust. And then we have Fire, Blizzard, and Cure. And I'm assuming they're probably going to be weak to fire. Let's find out real quick. That one is staggered. And now it is dead. Excellent work. We have determined they are, in fact, potentially weak to fire. I got this. We won a battle, and we got achieved for it.
You think?
Flawless video game.
This is how it's going to be. There doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I Guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
And don't worry, we will get Sephiroth again in the future. Now, something I wanted to say real quick while we have a moment's respite is that, you know, we've been having trouble with our streams dropping randomly, and enemies will grow alerted to your presence as you approach. Once the gauge fills up, combat will ensue. Press X before it fills to get the jump on your foes, or retreat to avoid a fight. If you land the first strike, your ATB gauge will fill slightly at the start of battle. You can also run away after the battle has begun by putting some distance between you and the enemy. Righto, that's fine.
All yours.
So we got first strike there. Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's finish the fight. Let's finish the fight on the one we started. Press A to open the command menu. From there, you can expend ATB charges to activate abilities, cast spells, or use items. The ATB gauge will gradually fill as time passes, as well as whenever you attack foes with X. Right on. Let's go ahead and use a triple slash.
Let's finish this.
And that was great. We should probably finish this one off with Braver.
You're done.
Nice.
Say, that one felt pretty good.
We are gaining XP for this, so that's great. What I was going to say was we theorized the problem. Oh gosh, the bridge. Is this the bridge? This is not the bridge. There's another bridge. It's later on. I'm trying to make sure I've got a moment to fully explain this.
Is that Mako? Whoa.
Good work, Tifa. It's like she lives here or something.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch.
Press RB to block incoming attacks, or B to move out of harm's way. Successfully blocking an attack will reduce the amount of damage taken and fill your ATB gauge. Block with perfect timing to render the attack ineffective. Let's try that. I just did not hit the right button at all. Let's try again.
Come on.
Yeah, there we go. So we got immunity, which I don't think was ever a thing you could pull off in the first game. So we did not pull it off that time, but that's okay. ATB gauges are now full. Can we focus the rest even though it's in the air? Not really, no. Sadly, regrettably. But we got the Velociraptor.
That's that.
Which is a great name for a creature, by the way. So our theory has been that the reason that the live streams drop is because the 10 gig NIC is either overheating or something like that. There's a bug with it. It's not working properly. So my motherboard actually has a 1 gig port as well. So I figured rather than spend a bunch of money on some kind of add-in card, let's just plug into the 1 gig port during streams and verify that that is the problem. And then if it is, we'll know. But I can also just switch back to the 10 gig port. And I think I could probably plug them both in simultaneously and somehow configure one to be used for internet and one, like the 10 gig port, to be used for local. I don't know for sure how to do that. I'm going to look it up later. I'll ask Grok. But so far, we've been going for an hour and 12. We haven't had any drops. So that would suggest to me that the problem this whole time has been get that 10 gig port on the motherboard, but we'll see. Use R to lock onto a specific enemy, and then use R to switch targets, or press R to disengage.
Take it away.
So if we wanted to lock in on this guy specifically and deal with him 100%. Oh, no. Okay, you still can't interrupt an attack to do a block. There we go. You got to be paying very close attention and making sure you're getting the timing on that correct. Nice. Now, it's flying, so I would assume that if we hit it with, like, thunder or air, that would be its weakness, but we don't have either of those. So we'll just lob flame at it. Also, lobbing fire doesn't feel quite as satisfying in this game, but maybe as we level up to higher versions, it'll get a little bit more satisfying. Once we're, like, a fling of Firaga at them, maybe that'll be a little bit more impressive. Remain calm, Tifa. Make yourself low to the ground. What a king! Why would some random soldier basically sacrifice himself to save Tifa?
Thank you.
Keep this moment in mind for when we get to Revelation. That's probably going to be the aforementioned revelation. But I was hoping it would be something new, as opposed to just the reveal from the original game. Nice! That is satisfying to pull off, but I probably shouldn't keep trying. Because, you know, we can also just dodge. And that's a little bit quicker. And also guaranteed to avoid damage. Let's go! I don't even know how I'm slinging magic at this thing. I don't know how I managed that. It probably has something to do with a dodge or something. They probably explained it to me moments ago. Very well done, Cloud. You're crushing them.
Still have a long way to go.
Who's saying this?
Shall we pick up the pace?
I believe that Sephiroth is there. I just can't see him.
Have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
She's so little. She's so small.
Cool. See you at the
Is
reactor.
she normally this short compared to Cloud, or did she just get a growth spurt after this? Materia can be set into most weapons and equipment via the Materia and Equipment section of the main menu. Try equipping the Materia, Cloud. It was provided for the mission. Right on. Well, right. Maybe. I don't need the Materia tutorial. Will you let me just, like, look at the... Did I not just hit no? We're not going to read this. We already know the answer, okay? Materia, Cloud. Let's see what we've got here. So, obviously, we have healing, fire, and ice, and those are all already equipped. But now we can put on assess. And we're actually going to swap it over to there. And... should be good there. I don't think there's anything else we need to or can change. Having assess is going to be useful. It's going to let me assess individuals' weaknesses, strengths, various characteristics. The dodge attacks lets you shoot projectiles. Oh! That explains it. Thank you so much, Alan, for that explanation. I just watched Jurassic Park 3. So anytime I see Alan now, that's all I can think of. Alan, that scene on the airplane. If you know, you know. No point trying to explain it otherwise. It was a goofy moment. Oh, press Y to activate a character's unique ability. For Cloud, for example, you can switch modes while fighting, alternating between the balanced operator mode and the offense-oriented Punisher mode. In Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but X can unleash a more powerful attack than usual. In addition, Cloud launches a counter blow every time he guards against an enemy's melee attack. He cannot, however, guard against ranged attacks or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to operator mode. Well, fortunately, I don't reckon these guys are going to be hitting me with any kind of ranged attacks, so I'm not too worried about that. This guy behind me might be a little bit of an issue, continuing to attack me, but that's okay. We got both of these guys now staggered. Should we assess them real quick just to say we did it? There we go. So they are weak to ice attacks, which is good to know. However, I think the most useful thing we can do right now is oh, they're all dead. Okay, well, that was quite effective then. That was very, very quick. And thank you. I'm hoping to enjoy the game. So far, I definitely am. You know, we're... what? I was going to say we're an hour in. We're not. A large portion of the start of this stream was spent not actually playing the game, but trying to get ultra-wide to work and trying to get the materia from playing the first game to work, which we have now successfully done, I want to throw out there. And that's good. I've learned a lesson for the future that's going to come in handy anytime I need to. I'll probably need to import data from both games into Revelation when it comes out. And now I know how to do it, and there's no possible way that I forget. So do I actually need to dodge an attack? No. I can just dodge in general and then start shooting out ranged attacks, which is helpful. Now, we are going to die right now if we're not careful, because I'm not paying as much attention as I should be. Let's assess these Velociraptors and see what they're up. Okay. Weak to wind, not super helpful. Exploiting their elemental weakness or evading right before they charge will pressure them. Now, when you say evading, does that mean, like, does blocking work as well as... Yeah, it throws them on the ground. Doesn't necessarily say they're pressured, but... I feel like, yeah, dodging and evading both accomplish essentially the same goal there. Except for with dodging, at least it knocked the guy down. Now, we're going to go ahead and cure ourselves so we don't die.
Let's finish this. Right.
And then let's go after this guy. Whoa! Should have been on the lookout for that. Let's finish this one off.
Brace yourself.
Nice. And then we're prepared this time. Didn't quite get the timing right there. Not as prepared as I would have hoped.
Steady.
Get it staggered. Just get it staggered, which this should do. Nice! And we're done. And what have we got here? Absolutely nothing. An empty box full of air and disappointment. No dreams to be had, that's for sure. Mega Potion. Actually handy, very useful. Can be used out of combat, does not consume MP. Obtain 2 mixed high potions. I forget what the difference is. So this game, from the last one, introduced combo materia, which we don't have any of, as well as mixed potions. Let's check our inventory real quick. And mixed high potion will restore 20 MP. Well, there's the answer to that question. That's actually pretty helpful, in addition to the HP, obviously. So a little bit of both. Can't you mix your own as well? I'm pretty sure at some point in the game. I'm pretty sure I think the game might... maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm misremembering. I haven't played the game since launch, and that's been a couple of years. But I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Break that. Break. There we go. Nice. Another Mega Potion. Obviously, we're not going to mix any of our own right now, but I would like to get up here to that materia and see what we're about to collect, if you wouldn't mind, Cloud. Wind! We need that! That's great! Okay. We'll go ahead and equip that down here. I would like to put something on my sword, but we don't have the correct materia to, like, apply it to our weapon. But hopefully soon we will. I don't remember if we get that during the intro segment, but it'd be nice if we did. How far back here can we run? Not particularly far. Interesting they let us go this far at all. We're getting a yes in the chat. I guess that means yes.
Hey, not that way.
Righto. Sorry about that. That bridge is out. I knew that.
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago.
Roger.
Back, okay?
All right, I gotcha. When you gain access to crafting, you can make the mixed potions. Yeah, okay, sweet. Thank you for that information there, Alan D. So approach locations marked with up to perform context-sensitive actions, such as squeezing through tight spaces or climbing up ladders. So I'm not quite sure why these are here. I assume they serve the same role as these sort of segments in the previous game, where you can... like, they slow you down to load assets off of slow-spinning drives. Like, this was made for PS5 with SSDs. So unless it's still not optimal enough to live stream this next region, like, that's the only reason I can think of to still have these squeeze-through rock segments so they can unload and reload everything. But you'd think it'd be fast enough. Yeah, no, it's not my first playthrough. It's my second. And a couple of years have passed, so I definitely don't remember everything. But I do know the story. I played this one, and I played the original game as well, Final Fantasy VII. And I'm looking forward to playing the original Final Fantasy VII again. I think I want to do a full playthrough of it before the release of Revelation. Now, at some point, I think we have to start vacuuming things. And at that point, it just definitely feels like padding in a game that, quite frankly, does not need it. This is a massive game with a ton to do. Why did we need the vacuum segment during the intro? I don't understand. But we're getting close to that, I believe. The lighting is getting a little funky here for some reason. Maybe it's just because we're so close to that. Yeah, I think the camera's actually clipping into the wall over there is what's happening. I reckon if we brought the camera in closer to Cloud, we wouldn't be having that problem. Level boost materia. That's interesting. Let's have a quick gander at what that does. I don't think it boosts our level. Does it boost the level of maybe the equipped materia? Increases the level of the linked materia by 1. Has no effect when paired with materia at maximum level. Well, that is in fact what it does. We could buff healing. We could buff fire. I'm trying to remember what's going to be most useful. Maybe fire. Maybe having Fyra. I don't know. As we continue to explore and we do assess on different creatures and we figure out like kind of what we're up against, we might go in there and change that again here in a moment. But for now, we're going to have Fyra. Can you guys not crowd her? Like, there's plenty of elevator to spread around inside of. Elevate her? I hardly know her. That was dumb. Disregard that I ever said that. It didn't happen. That was an imagination. Oh, yeah. Look at that guy trying to be all creepy over there. Like, I don't see that. Come on out, little fella. Now, Cloud, don't be dumb about this. We're very clearly looking at a beast. We're looking at a rock monster. We're looking at something that I seem to remember from Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Nicely done, Cloud. Nicely done. First order of business is to assess this streamer and figure out what we're dealing here. Okay, good. Yeah, weak to fire. Humanoid fiends that make their home on Mount Nebel. Previously unseen in the region, sightings began after the local reactor started malfunctioning. They brandish an iron mace at the end of one arm, which they swing around with ease. Inflicting enough damage will pressure them. Frontal melee attacks will be ineffective while they swing their maces. And they are weak to fire. So I think what we actually want to do is we do want to stay close enough that when we...
Come on.
I actually want to get the timing on that perfect, so we knock him down again, is what I was going to try to do there.
Whoa.
There we go. You don't have to wait for the throw either. You can do that at any point. Let's hit him with a big old braver attack. And then maybe let's roll out of the way a couple of times and hit him with Fyra and see how effective that is. Nice. Exploit an enemy's weakness. That was achieved for us. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, so I'm very accustomed to running up to enemies to like see what they've dropped. Obviously nothing. This is a different game. So, should we go ahead and use a Mega Potion? I say we oughta. We got plenty of them. We're not going to run out. Punisher mode will make that easier. That's right, because we'll do an automatic counter. We should be doing that. Thank you for the tip, Alan. Very, very handy to have you in chat, I'm thinking. You're going to have to stick around now for the whole 50 or so hours of this game. I hope you understand that's what that means. Not that we're doing all of that today, but...
may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
No, no, no. And the fact that you can get Mako poisoning at all is kind of a bit suspicious, isn't it? All right, so here we go. It's vacuuming time. And you might think that this isn't so bad.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
But that's only because we haven't got to the part of the game where we have to shuffle things around to make room for the cord that's too short.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%.
It gets worse. Trust me. This just didn't need to be here. I'm not fuming or anything. I'm not angry about it. I just think it feels like padding in a game that didn't need it. Like, just, it's such a big game with so much content. It's just not what you... It's just not needed. You know what I mean? Oh, you're playing again on the Switch 2. How is it running on Switch 2? I've been really curious about that. There was a different time where I think I would have bought this game and Remake as well on Switch and like 100%ed both of them. Because I was carrying my Switch around everywhere I went. 2017 when the Switch first came out, and then all the way up until early 2020s, I was all about the Switch. And then as soon as the deck came out, I was like, well, why would I buy games on my PC and my Switch? You know, like if I could just buy them on the Switch and then play them, especially now because I've got the... I do have a Steam Deck, but I've got the other one, the Lenovo Legion Go S. Is that what it's called? It's got a terrible name, but it's quite a bit more powerful than the Steam Deck, the original Steam Deck. And I played through Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Steam Deck and thought it was fantastic. I didn't have any issues with it, and I feel like this would run, you know, even better on the Lenovo. So it runs really well. I'm glad to hear that. I do have a Switch 2. I don't play it as much as I'm waiting for Nintendo to put out some first-party games. Anything third-party, anything that's coming out on PC as well, I just as soon pick it up on there because I can play it here, ultra-wide, on the go with the Lenovo Legion Go S. Ridiculous title. But I'm looking forward. I'm hoping to get a new Xenoblade game soon. It's about time. It's about due. I've seen people say that the final Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is due next year, 10th anniversary for a remake, because they tend to do them every 10 years. They did that for the first game and then for X. So maybe we'll get a remake for 2, but I'm hoping for Xenoblade Chronicles 4. Or if it's a direct sequel to X, Xenoblade Chronicles Y. Whatever their plan is, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Come on.
A little bit of rain never hurt anybody. Except for in instances of, like, you know, flooding. And hurricanes. Which cause flooding. And high winds. Drownings, I suppose.
About crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
Yeah, let's all wait for her to get across first, because we're almost at the reactor. Like, we're basically there. But we can get across. It's going to be okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a new Xenoblade game soon, hopefully. And then other things I'm looking forward to from Nintendo. New Zelda game. I'm kind of hoping to get a more traditional one, but I'm assuming it's going to be another of the Wild style. Which is fine. I like Breath of the Wild, don't get me wrong. I never finished Tears of the Kingdom. Even though, 7 years passed between them when I started playing Tears of the Kingdom, I was immediately like, man, this is just more Breath of the Wild. And I played so much of that game. It's a good game. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. It just lost me. I'm going to go back at some point and finish it, though. I do want to finish it. Or maybe just completely restart it. Play it through from the beginning. Because I still don't know how it ends. I mean, I can guess how it ends. It's a Zelda game. I'm assuming we defeat Sephiroth. I'm assuming we defeat Ganondorf and rescue the, Princess Zelda. I like that he just wades through these rushing waters and grabs her as she's being swept away. Like an absolute unit. Also, the way that he's able to just stand up kind of makes it seem like if you just stopped drowning for a second, you'd be okay. No one can help you. You're beyond saving. Just stand up. I think literally you just have to stand up. That's what everyone else is doing. Maybe it's because they're like baller soldiers. The Gunthra? I never read before that it's the Gunthra River bait. Oh my goodness. That's a terrible name for a river. Gunthra. What, you didn't find him? Or you found him and it's too late?
He's in Fate's hands now.
Okay. Well, thankfully we got the other guy, the younger guy who almost died to rescue Tifa earlier for some reason. So,
yeah.
If you know, you know.
Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time.
What?
For your performance review.
Are you kidding me?
Good luck.
Sephiroth has joined the party. Sounds so hopeful and upbeat, so exciting, so joyful. Follow me. Approach the scalable wall or rock face to begin your ascent. Then use L to leap from one hold to the next. Note, you can also climb down such surfaces. And of course, we're all happy to see that Darkside Phil's legacy lives on in the form of Darkside Phil yellow paint. If you don't know, yellow paint literally exists because Darkside Phil complained that he couldn't figure out how to climb a wall in a video game. And developers were like, see, now this fellow right here, this Darkside fellow, he is the lowest common denominator that we have to make games for, and thus was yellow paint. Imagine the legacy. Say what you will about DSP. I know some people love him. I know a lot of people love to hate him. But his legacy has been forever burned into video games in the form of yellow paint. And that is remarkable. That is incredible. So kudos to him on that. Yeah. All right. Get it going with Sephiroth? I plan on it. And thank you for wishing me a happy Chapter 2. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the future, Alan. And I hope that you continue to enjoy your time with the game on Switch 2. You have to come back in and let us know how it continues to perform. I'm assuming it's going to do quite well, because the Switch 2 is a powerful little unit, and Square's getting a lot better at optimizing their games. So, Definitely let us know. Let us know how battery life is too. I'm curious about that. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your mini tips. I hope to see you again. So sitting at a rest stop or sleeping at lodgings will fully restore both HP and MP. I assume that is different on hard mode, like it is in the original. Although, surely they don't restrict it by chapter. That can't be the case. Can I pick this up without fighting all of them? HP up materia? That seems pretty useful. Unfortunately, Cloud is like almost full on materia. He's got ice and healing and fire and wind. We could swap out Assess and give that to Sephiroth if we wanted to. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll give Cloud HP up. And we'll give Sephiroth, who has Revival and Healing and Wind and Magnify. Oh, he's Magnifying Wind, which is an interesting choice. And he also has Lightning and another Magnify. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him... Oh, he cannot be changed at this point. All right, then never mind. We definitely still want to have Assess. So, Cloud, I don't think you need to heal as well. Sephiroth can do all of the healing. That's perfectly fine. That seems reasonable to me. We don't have any other, like, pieces of equipment. Yeah, we can't swap any of those out, unfortunately, for Cloud. All right. Are we ready to get going? I'm ready! Switching to a different character can provide an advantage in battle. Alternatively, you can order your allies to attack while controlling the same character. Use up or down, or left or right to switch characters. Use LT or RT to issue commands to allies. Note that you can also switch characters while guarding. Press X to slash with the Masamune, or hold to unleash a ranged attack. Landing a certain number of attacks will allow you to perform branching finishers like Pierce or Sword Dance with Y, filling your limit gauge. Press RB to enter Retaliation Stance. While in this stance, press X at the right time to parry an incoming attack. That sounds awesome, and we definitely want to do that. All these fun abilities that he used against us during the final battle. Oh, we like barely got that. We barely landed that, didn't we?
Die.
Unleash your fury. Nice! It's good stuff. I like playing as Sephiroth. You gotta love it while you can. Sephiroth is currently party leader, meaning you will control him at the start of combat. To change your party leader, go to Combat Settings, the Combat Settings section of the main menu, then press a character and press Y to designate them as the new leader. Gotcha, gotcha. We don't need to worry about that right now. That'll be a little bit more relevant when we get to the main game. I think we can press on. We didn't really lose a lot of health, I don't think. I was going to say we could just rest again. But we're fine. Like, Cloud got a little scuffed up, but he'll be okay. There'll be more rest spots along the way.
More Mako gas.
Now, these guys we've not seen before. No, they're just more Velocirwings. All right, they're just... I thought they were different for some reason. I don't know why.
Let's not waste any time. Mako this thick is dangerous.
Well, I think we'd be doing more damage if we were close enough to actually hit him. Oh, we do also have Zanshin and Hell's Gate. So Zanshin is launch rending waves of energy at an enemy and can be used while airborne, whereas Hell's Gate is descend from the skies and impale an enemy, which might be more useful if they were all... Oh.
That's that.
Okay. Yeah, no, he is very powerful, isn't he? I was going to say might be more useful to us if he was potentially... Or if they were potentially, like, prone on the ground, just descend from the sky and stab them. I think we know another place in the game where he uses that ability, don't we? So what does Empowerment do? Let's have a look at it. A D-Brave / D-Faith allows you to use physical and magic attack strengthening spells. Pairing with Warring Materia grants resistance to physical and magic attack reduction. Cool. Not going to use that right now. I'm sure there's a lot of really interesting mechanics you can pull off with that, but I'm trying to figure out how to progress. Do we see any walls that we can climb? Or have we just, like, stumbled upon a dead end here? That looks like a wall we should be able to climb right there in front of us, but can we? I guess not. This must be a dead end. I'm looking at the map now and realizing it is in fact a dead end. There's clearly nowhere else we can go this way, and we need to go this way, which is now really obvious looking at it. But what we came through that passage back there. Oh, this just descends. Of course it does. We knew that. I think we're getting close to somewhat of a, not a boss fight necessarily, but a big fight. A big fella fight. A big brawl in Mount Nebel. Well, would you look at that?
A Mako spring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
Who told you that?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia.
I like how he just doesn't care to have this conversation.
Look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier? To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
Ain't that the truth, Cloud?
I know
You little
someone who'd be glad
scamp.
to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo from Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but him, he is anything but.
If I remember properly, his predecessor, the great man in question, is in fact one of these, not one of these characters on it's someone's dad. I have to replay the original game because I might be a little rough on my lore. And I don't want to spoil anything. But that is a reveal that comes later on, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember his name either. Right on. Right on. Let's go. I meant to say right carry on, but right on works just as well. Let's get him!
No match for us.
So much for that, like, perfect strike working out for us, huh? So that thing's taken care of. Now let's, as Cloud, get, like, the most immaculate timing possible. And then, we've already assessed one of these guys before, I believe. I want to go with that little tip we got last time. We're doing this... well, we're not even close enough, unfortunately. Okay. I was going to say, reassume the position, but never mind. The job is almost done at this point. Focus thrust. That should stagger it. Oh, Cloud, you're doing a great job, man. Never let anyone say Sephiroth is better than you, even though he kind of is. He's sort of kind of it. Also, it says we're fleeing because we're getting out of combat. If we'd continued to push him, I'm pretty sure we could have pushed him out of combat, and the entire encounter would have reset, and I would have been deeply upset. Oh, we can recover Mako by breaking these shards. We can break the Mako shards and get Mako. We can do more magic by breaking the Mako shards. In that case, we need to be doing more magic. If we know something is weak to fire, we ought to just let loose with some fire. No reason not to, right? Now, these guys we haven't seen before. We know all about them, though.
Now we're talking.
I need to switch to Cloud so I can assess them before they die. Assess Twin Brain.
It's on now.
Grotesque creatures that make their home in Mount Nebel. Previously unseen in the region, sightings began after the local reactor started We've already read this for a different creature, didn't we? They become pressured during Screech, which they are currently screeching, so you can see how effective that was. Let's do a triple slash.
You're in good
Take the lead.
And it's over. Good job, team. We do feel overpowered here a little bit. What a sight. Look at that water. That looks like some thick water. You know what I'm talking about? That looks like you scoop your hand in there and pull it out almost like Jello, and it would kind of like, instead of pouring off the side of your hand, it would go like glub, glub, glub. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I need to make a quick run to the restroom, but I will return. And this seems like a good place to leave the camera focused. I'm back, everyone. I'm back and ready to continue. Let's carry on here, my friends, and let's scurry our way up this here rock wall. Just gotta follow the path. Oh, and be careful not to fall due to fallen debris. Hang in there, Cloud. You can do it, my guy. I think there's a moment. I was going to say, I think there's something that happens up here. Couldn't remember what, but this is it. It's just a couple of twin brains, by the way. No, it's one twin brain and one of those other little dragon things there. Doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and do this and send waves at it. That was pretty satisfying. Didn't quite kill it off in one go. And then we're...
Piece of cake.
It's hard to get into a flow. Now, if that is the material what lets you put things on your weapon, I'm going to be very, very excited to collect that. It might not be. It could be another magnify for all I know. I'm pretty sure those are all blue. But I can't even remember. It's called like elemental or something like that. What lets you put the element on your weapon? I wish you could put other elements on your... Things like besides, you know, fire and air and wind and all of that. It'd be really good. Why is there no earth materia? Or is there in this game? There wasn't in the last game. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. It'd be cool if you could stop on it and everything you hit, like, stopped for 2 or 3 seconds. But I can understand why that would be broken. And also, it is a magnify, so that's disappointing. Why are y'all going up that direction when there's a clear route to follow here? Can you even get up here by yourselves? What happens if we just leave them? Actually, no, what does happen if we just leave them? Can they not figure this out on their own? Is the game glitched? Is it bugged? Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Oh my good gosh. Okay. They're just here, but Sephiroth is still not here. If we keep our eyes backwards.
Not again.
There's Sephiroth, everyone! While guarding with RB, you can team up with allies to perform a variety of synergy skills, useful abilities that do not consume ATB charges. When available skills differ, the available skills differ depending on which character is being actively controlled. Press the picture-in-picture while guarding to view depictions of these skills. If you're using a mouse and keyboard instead of a controller, you can activate these skills by simply pressing 5, 6, 7, or 8. I'm not sure, like I am using a PC, but I'm not using a mouse and controller. That seems convoluted to me. Let's do that. Let's go! And I don't think there's any like penalty to using those. So if we wanted to go ahead and just use Void Shatter to like cast up a tornado, we can do that. I would actually like to view them though. So let's see what they do. Hold the button to gather strength, then release to unleash a powerful physical attack. Significantly increases stagger. Team up with your partner to nullify a ranged attack and deliver a counter strike. So that's with either A and B or X and Y. So I'm curious now to do the Void Shatter. It did not work out.
Show 'em what we can do.
There we go. Inflicting enough damage or exploiting an elemental weakness will place the enemy in a pressured state, making it easier for you to fill the stagger gauge below its HP bar. Once the gauge is full, the enemy will become momentarily staggered, leaving it defenseless. Use the accessibility on an enemy to discover its vulnerabilities. Now, I know the game wants me to do that, but like this thing is almost already dead. Triple slash being swapped like from the last game with focus thrust is causing me no end of struggles and strife. Enemies that have been staggered are left defenseless and take more damage. Striking staggered foes with Y unique abilities will quickly fill your ATB gauge, allowing you to unleash devastating attacks to finish off your opponents. So if we go into Punisher mode and we do that, you're telling me that's going to fill up my ATB gauge faster? Actually, it kind of seems like it. Let's go ahead and have Sephiroth do Hell's Gate, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, there he goes. Good deal. And then we'll go ahead and just do Braver. And we'll just try to do it again. And we'll switch back to Sephiroth. And it should be... Oh, the game will end when all party members' HP reach 0. Be sure to use potions and healing spells to regenerate HP before it's too late. And it's telling me that because everyone is close to death here. Even though this is a pretty basic combat encounter. And we shouldn't be struggling. Let's go back to our items here. And we're going to multi-use the high potions. We'll use 2 on each of us. And we'll leave it at that. Because I think we'll be okay. And who knows, we might get to a bench again here soon. In fact, I think there probably is one right up here. And we just wasted those potions for no reason. Which is upsetting. I'm almost hoping there's not a bench. So that isn't the case. But we'll see. There we go. What is inside? Well, we got some mega potions in exchange for our work, so I'm grateful for that much at least. And there's still no bench in sight, and there is another combat encounter here. So that's something to look forward to. Use your fury, or don't. Use your fury. There you go. I think that was actually a pierce. Please be the elemental materia. What lets me put stuff on my sword? Autocast. Also useful. Has its place. Typically glad to see it. Don't really need it today. Not something I need at the moment. Oh, what kind of wealth and treasure awaits us here? Ethers, high potions, and mega potions galore. We got another green materia over yonder. I can see where this is going already. We're going to need to activate a vacuum at some point. Let's see what this is. Comet materia. I actually don't remember what that does at all. Oh, save slot. Yeah, we should probably save the game. We haven't done that yet. Imagine if the game crashed, the situation we would be in. You'd like to hope there's an autosave somewhere. Comet. Allows you to use celestial spells. Comet and Cometor. Should we get that in place of maybe one of these? Sephiroth has some of these, so I think we could probably safely get rid of... Do we need the HP up? Do we really need to increase HP by 30? No, the bonus cannot exceed 30%. We're getting a 10% bonus right now. Do we really need that over... Like, I don't know. We need Assess. Let's get rid of Ice. And we'll get Comet. And I don't think I can change Sephiroth's still. The game's still not going to let me. Yeah. That's fine. That's okay. But Sephiroth does have Ice, doesn't he? Now that I've already, like, removed it from Cloud. He's got Wind and Fire and Lightning and Ice. Yeah, we're all good. Okay, good deal. And his are kind of better because they're all magnified as well. Where's the vacuum? So here's the vacuum. But I think we actually have to open this door in order to reach certain areas with the vacuum. But this door is, like, locked until we get the Mako out of the danger zone.
Access restricted due to Mako gas concentrations. Air purification unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
Absolutely goofy system, but okay. I think that we might have to... Okay. Easy does it there, game. Let's not freak out. I think we might have to collect this one before we take it out that door there. Maybe I'm wrong and crazy, but I think I have a memory of, like, not doing this right. No. No, you don't. And I think my memory of not doing it right is doing exactly what I'm doing now. I think you gotta take it through the door. There's bound to be a mod that removes this, right? There's bound to be a mod that just lets those doors open without having to do this nonsense. Maybe this is here to reaffirm some sort of truth about the world, or set up some kind of idea. Like, hey, Mako's kind of dangerous, isn't it? We can't even open doors without getting rid of it first.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Maybe it is just to makes you think sort of a situation. And it also slows down gameplay. Gives you a chance for your heart rate to slow down. You know, lower your blood pressure. Think about life and the meaning of it all, or some nonsense. Can we still not reach that? Was I not crazy then? Was I actually not crazy and we did have... Do I have to, like... It's not like I can break this stuff. Is there a solution to this problem? Use the purifier connected to this Mako processing unit. Was I not crazy and we did have to try to push it out through here and I just didn't do a good enough job? I don't know. But I definitely can't reach that with this as it is. It will not reach. We're going to have to go back, I guess. Unless there's another purifier that I don't remember. It's not the case that maybe this plug goes in on the other side, is it? And we're like, we have it bent around backwards? If we can get extra slack if we approach it from another direction? It doesn't appear to be the case. Well, let's see what happens when we get all the way down here, because I kind of feel like we're going to have the same problem. And this isn't supposed to be that complicated. Oh, it just goes now. It just does actually reach this time. I must have just not tried hard enough, I suppose. Okay. Well, lesson learned for the next playthrough, I suppose. What have we got inside of here, Cloud? What kind of treasures await? Obtained an elixir. Pretty useful if we ever run out of Mako. We don't use magic spells nearly enough. We probably should use them more. Use more magic, get more use out of these ethers and whatnot. And elixirs as well. Elixirs are great because I'm pretty sure they max out health and MP. Have a little rest. The seats do the same thing. So... fairly useful. Let's go. Wow. Jeez, it's dark in here. Give it a beat. The lighting will kind of catch up. It's like that on purpose so that it's sort of like your eyes adjusting to the dark. Tifa, that's not what you want to do by yourself. Can't you see this is a big empty room? Don't you know what that means? I guess Tifa's never played a video game before, has she? She has no concept of what a boss room is.
Wait.
Sephiroth knows. Sephiroth's played a few Final Fantasies in his time. Big, empty room.
What?
Cloud, can't you see? We've entered a boss room. A boss room, Sephiroth? Billy?
This way.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
So this is it. This is the sub boss I was thinking of. I think it's like a real. I think we can consider this a real boss. By the way, we're gonna switch to Cloud so we can get an assess on this thing and try to figure out how it works.
Keep your guard up.
Let's see what we're dealing with Materia Guardian, a ferocious beast that dwells within the caves of Mount Nebel. Prolonged exposure to Mako has caused it to mutate. Its dangerously sharp claws allow it to scale the walls and hang from the ceiling with alarming ease, granting it full control of the battlefield. Evading its capture attempts or freeing its captured allies will pressure it. Destroying its legs while it is on the ceiling will also pressure it, and it is weak to fire. Speak of the devil, guess what I can do?
Burn.
Nice! Not that it did a whole heck of a lot of damage. I think even though playing as Sephiroth is fun and all, I might continue playing as Cloud for the time being, because I know how to play as Cloud more, because I just played the previous game. Also, if we time those better, remember, we can avoid taking damage. Focus thrust. I'm trying to remember, I think this thing like bodied us our first time through here, if I remember properly, or at least it was a very difficult struggle. Now, so far, we're doing pretty good. I would like for you to do a Hell's Gate, please, sir. And then while you do that, once you're done with that, which I guess he did just do it, let's do a Void Shatter, which is not actually what we want to do. I need to check those again here. Let me get to this point in the combat.
On me.
Oh, this is just cool. Look at us being buds. Look at us being friends. Look at us doing stuff together in tandem. Like a well-oiled machine.
Sephiroth.
Certain enemies have individual body parts that can be targeted and attacked. Destroying these discrete parts can pressure your foe or prevent it from unleashing powerful abilities. Yeah, watch this. Let's go for the left foreleg. Target number 1, left foreleg. And then we're going to do a focus thrust. And then we're actually going to do this real quick, if I can remember how. So Void Shatter unleashes a powerful physical attack that significantly increases stagger, and then we can team up to nullify a ranged attack and deliver a counterattack. That's what the other one is. When an enemy is about to use an attack that cannot be guarded against, the exclamation mark and a red triangle symbol will appear. Take evasive actions when that mark displays next to an opponent's skill name. Well, hold on, let's do this first. That's unfortunate that we couldn't quite get that off in time, but we're going to go ahead and free Cloud, don't worry about it. We're going to use Fire Raga on the left hind leg. And that gets Cloud freed. Free a bound ally. Perfect. And then meanwhile, Cloud, go ahead and let's do a little one of these. There we go. And then we're gonna try to do this again because we really want this to work out for us. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. I'm going to keep holding down the button. Uh-oh.
You're practically panting.
I'm excited.
Such a puppy.
This conversation makes me uncomfortable. I don't care for it. It's starting to look like something from Stellar Blade game now. Turn the tables. By the way, Stellar Blade, like the sequel, but it looks like a prequel got announced, but they said it's definitely a next story, which is weird. I don't know how that works. Because, like, the world in the game is clearly... Well, I'm looking forward to it. It looked awesome. Use their double heal... Oh, sorry. Turn the tables on the beast of the mountain with a coordinated attack from Cloud and Sephiroth. Use their double helix synergy attack from the command menu to bring the Materia Guardian crashing down to the cave floor. Well, we don't have, like, our... Oh, synergy abilities. Double helix. I take it back. We absolutely can. Do we do it like right now? Is that what you want me to do like this exact moment? Okay.
Follow my lead.
Whoa. That was insane.
It's not done yet, Cloud. Okay. With the hair flip and everything, my guy? Really? Goodness me. Focus thrust. I was going to say do it again. Taking damage and staggering enemies fills your limit gauge. When the gauge is full, you can use limit breaks, which are extremely powerful attacks. You do not need to spend ATB charges to use these attacks, which I think we're going to do in the middle of this. So we have Ascension. Focus on a single enemy and deliver powerful strikes. Significantly increases stagger. It's already staggered. Damage your foe while making an ominous symbol with your slashes. I think Ascension might be the way to go here. And then while Cloud does that, can we actually switch to Sephiroth? So that while he's doing that, we can go ahead and do just like Hell's Gate. And then just do like Hell's Gate. And then switch back to Cloud right as he finishes this up. Looks beautiful. Absolutely nailed it, Cloud. You are a man. You are a myth. You are a legend. Do braver. That was a mistake, I think, because we landed underneath it. But so far, we've not really taken much damage. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Might want to steer clear of the gas.
Okay, we need to dodge out of the way of this one. Real quick. We don't have any ability. I was trying. I didn't quite nail it, but that's okay, because it's dead.
Got ya.
Kingly.
Take it from here.
Knightly. With a K, to be clear. Knightly.
Nice work.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well,
weird, isn't it?
He was.
Kind of strange, huh?
You're evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
I like how ominous that was. Oh, I'm going to tell you something, all right, buddy. Oh, I'm going to tell you something. Just you wait.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
It'd be a very different story if this guard just took off his helmet at some point. Things would unfold extremely differently.
You better keep me safe.
Yes, ma'am.
I really wanted to see the reactor.
I mean, you're standing right outside of it. You can kind of see it. Don't know why you need more than what you got. The inside's not that interesting. It's just full of, like, monsters and ghouls and goblins. I promise you, you aren't missing a whole heck of a lot in here.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess, villagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Huh. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
We've met R&D.
You see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Who would we talk to about this? Kunsel? I mean, yeah, reasonably we could tell Kunsel, but we wouldn't. Now, this is a big empty room that is not a boss fight arena, tragically, yet. Who knows what the future holds? Reactors just like wasted space for some reason. They're full of giant rooms that don't serve a purpose. We don't know why.
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
This borderline horror soundtrack while this plays out is just beautiful.
What are those things?
Eggs. And they look delicious.
Genova?
Mom?
Wasn't that...
Not clouds, obviously.
The malfunction must be forcing the pods to depressurize. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Copy.
Roger, Roger, father. I mean, he might as well be, let's be honest. Let's go... Oh, we gotta hold them both. I think I remember being confused about that in the exact same way last time. Thinking that you needed to hold one or the other, but no, you do hold both. Like, you know, to turn it one way or the other? No. It's not that kind of game. By the way, simultaneous launch for Revelation on all platforms. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to chef kiss that. Because I was worried I was going to have to play it on PlayStation first. And there's a part of me that almost kind of wants to. Because I played the first two games on PlayStation first. But I actually just have no reason to buy the game on PlayStation and PC. That would be silly. And also, I want ultra-wide. And they've been good with more recent releases, Square Enix, about just having ultra-wide support. So, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure 15 had ultra-wide support without any modifications. I might be wrong.
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia. But Hojo repurposed them as incubators, cages for animals, infused with Mako, all to birth a new breed of monster.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects. Look.
This is pretty creepy. In the original game especially.
My mother's name was Genova. Could it be that I was created the same way?
Makes you think.
These monsters.
Well, you're much more handsome for one thing.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this. Not like this.
So casual.
Am I even human?
Eventually, we went back to the inn. But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
What's going on in here? Where is everyone? Sephiroth, where did you go? Sephiroth! Why did you leave me at the hotel?
I met Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
The life of a soldier, man. What can you do, honestly?
Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway?
About that,
Looking for Sephiroth? He just left, I'm afraid. Maybe he needed some fresh air?
So ominous.
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor.
Too much exposure to Mako? Then we ought to bring him some medicine.
They mean well, these local villagers. They certainly do mean well.
If you're looking for Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the mansion.
You get a very different experience doing this in Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. It's not actually that different, and it matches up.
It was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even so, the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Well, here we are. What now?
It's interesting they chose to build a mansion.
You think he's sleeping or something?
What if he's sick and needs our help?
Him? A little Mako poisoning isn't gonna hurt a living legend.
Yeah, they make a good point. You know what will? Emotions. Big, thick, heavy ones. I don't know if there's any reason to explore this place. I know exactly where to find them. Game...
Took a look around the place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they've moved how you get down there from the spiral staircase to an elevator. I didn't remember it being over here. So if you thought that I came over here from memory because I just really know the game that well, you're wrong. I thought it was in the same location as the spiral staircase. That's fine, though. Not mad.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me, too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
So this will be relevant later. Can't do anything now. The door is locked. No entry. But later that'll be relevant. The door is locked. 2 pods. Just throwing that out there. A couple of pods there.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer. A life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form
Nova.
MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient.
30 years before the release of the game. If you match up the in-game timeline with the real-world timeline. The original Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997. Real Earth time.
So, they named the life form Genova.
Genova.
And once they understood what she was, they grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
And that was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed. We got Genova. A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother.
He's trying to put it together. He's trying to piece together the pieces.
Ah, screw it.
And he's not succeeding.
Anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Go get him, Cloud. Tell him what's for.
Ah, Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage. The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend. She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Genova. Genova! The Genova project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception.
Howdy, GSNL. Welcome to the live stream.
The crowning glory of Professor Gas' wondrous experiment.
He created you?
What, like in a lab? Lower the brightness of my lights a little bit. They're getting in my eyes.
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Now, if he just walked up to see his mom and nothing else that unfolded, the world would be a better place. Right? Arguably. He, like, fully snapped with the revelation. Like, he's gone. The Sephiroth we once knew, he no longer exists, man.
I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least.
See, we don't know it yet, but Barrett's reaction to that is so heavy because he has a very similar history. He's got a similar moment in his life that he looks back on with regret. And they'll get into it later, but on rewatch, you'll notice, like, he seems to be bearing that really hard.
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
What are you doing? Why aren't you helping them? Real bold of you to say. I'm not sure how exactly he started this fire. Did Sephiroth have a secret flamethrower? Well, Fyra, Ferora, and Fyraga, I guess. Fira, not Ferora. Ferora Borealis. Here in Nibelheim. That is a burning log lying on his back, and he is just not responding appropriately.
Let me through! My son's still in there!
I'm sorry! He's gone!
You can't possibly know that. Now, we are forced to very slowly crawl forward. And yes, I do see the lights flickering. I don't know what's causing that. Maybe that's a setting we could adjust to make that stop. I did leave on the variable resolution, and perhaps that's the problem. Like, it's going from high resolution sparks to low resolution sparks, and that's giving it kind of like a slight pulsatingness. If only that log hadn't fallen on our leg. Yeah, he had fire resistance. We chugged it. He just had this idea, Cloud, before he left the manor. He's like, I smell smoke. I better go ahead and get a potion of fire resistance. I don't know why he sounds like Goku. Oh no, I need some fire resistance to get through this. Kamehameha!
Is this
Young Goku, of course. I don't know what older Goku sounds like. Okay, real quick, let's just take a second. I'm like almost at the end of the original Dragon Ball for the first time in my life, so I'm looking forward to seeing him grow up and finding out what all the other references are. See this soldier crawling towards the door there where Cloud's mom lives? So good. Because if you don't know, you don't even notice it and you don't think about it. But if you know, you know. You know what I mean? Like if you've played the original, like it's so good. All right, righto. Not getting there this direction.
Hold on, Mom.
It gets even better though when we get to the other side. It gets even better. It's so perfect. All right, keep going. Now, why Mom can't just go out the door herself like this guy just did? Well, granted, he didn't make it very far. I think you could still tumble over that. It doesn't seem to be ablaze, just kind of smoldering.
Almost there.
The idea of Sephiroth walking through town, just casting Firaga, saying it aloud and doing it again and again and again. Like, it's a horrifying scene, but that's kind of funny. You have to admit, just like the mental image, Firaga. People scream, no, Sephiroth, why? Firaga. And you know he's not screaming it. He's very calm about it. He's got like a smug look on his face as he does it. Firaga. Maybe he starts to feel his MP getting lower and he starts switching to Fira. Fire. Unfortunately, there's no water in that tower. I guess he maybe drained that beforehand. He was a clever boy. He's like, yeah, wet ground's not going to stop what I've got going.
Please be okay.
Don't we want to go check on Tifa's family? Oh, what was that? Strange soldier on the ground there saying Sephiroth? Now, watch what happens when this door gets opened and watch where Cloud ends up. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but I think it's going to be hard to spoil it if you don't know. They even give you this shot with the guy lying on the ground. And look where Cloud ends up. Oh, perfect.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
It's perfection.
Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry. I got you. Come on, let's get you up.
Just no need for it. It's just unnecessary. Just go get your mom. None of these people have anything to do with it. You're a goblin. You're a nasty little goblin, and I don't like you.
Murderer! You monster!
Justifiable. Also, just lay there and pretend to be dead. You don't have to call him a murderer and a monster. You're literally incapable of defending yourself. You might survive. This scene I hate so much. I love this guy, and I hate what's about to happen to him. I hate so much what's about to happen. Don't step closer. Just let the shots go. Just let them loose. Fire! Just fire! Shoot him! Shoot him! It doesn't have to go down like that. I don't think it would kill him. Literally at any point. How much you want to... I bet you all the guns are empty. They don't actually have bullets. They can't afford them. They all have guns so they can be threatening. But none of them actually had enough money to import bullets from wherever you... It's actually surprising, now that I think about it, that the Shinra Electric Power Company allows their citizens to be armed. Aren't they worried about an uprising? It's not like we're living in the good old US of A. Where the government literally put in the Constitution, you're allowed to have a gun so you can overthrow the government if you need to. Ooh. Cool hat though, bro. And at no point did you shoot him. Why didn't you just shoot him? I'm telling you, they don't have bullets. That's the catch. Shinra lets you own guns, but not ammunition.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
What are you doing? Stop! Beautiful soundtrack.
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide.
A bold choice considering how treacherous a journey it was.
Dad decided that he was going to confront him.
Wouldn't you have been better off just going slightly into the woods behind the city, as opposed to this journey to the reactor?
It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
Genova! Mother, I have come for you. Now, open the way for...
Oh, the controller went to sleep. Oh, that's unexpected.
Me.
My bad. I guess I need to flick the stick every so often. Don't talk about it, just do it. At least he doesn't have, like, the pointy end to stab her with. Well... I believe she still has that scar and shows it to us later. I think I have a memory of that. Use heal. Use heal. Give her a potion. Do something. Do you have a phoenix down for her father?
You promised you'd save me. If I was ever trapped or in trouble.
This isn't quite what you had in mind, though. You're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right, GSNL. What we just had there was basically the equivalent of What will happen next? Tune in next episode for the adventures of Cloud Strife.
Your son. Mother. Together we will reclaim our world. And I know exactly how we can do that. The Promised Land.
Sephiroth!
Sephiroth, what do you want? You ever seen... Have you ever seen Advent Children? It's one of my favorite line deliveries in that movie. That and then the way that Sephiroth says, I will never be just a memory. He like rushes that whole second half of it.
But there's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
Thank you for joining us on your break, GSNL. I hope to see you again soon. Shout out to Lucky 7 member over on the Patreon, GSNL. Of course, as you all may know, Jenova is a baddie. I don't know why. I don't know whose idea that was. I know she can shapeshift.
Tifa. My village. My home.
They were mine by right. This planet too, for I have been chosen.
I believed in you. No. Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Don't be mean to Aerith.
Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
I mean,
Dunno about alive.
kind of.
Around?
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you?
That's just some unfortunate foreshadowing. That's all that is. That's just some deeply unfortunate foreshadowing. Goodness me. I don't know if I noticed that my first time through. That's just like so on the nose. What do you think? What do you make of that there, Chris?
That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, man. Bro, you need more blanket than that.
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely.
I like that Aerith's...
Why?
Oh, wait, is that just her normal dress? She's taken off the red thing? I was gonna say, I like that she's got a nightgown and Tifa just doesn't.
Where's he been?
And you're...
But I think that is just her pink dress.
Just had a feeling.
Yeah.
You know.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from me, though. Or maybe erased?
Vague, weird, strange.
By whispers?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
I like how you don't get this reveal until way later in the original. And in this game, they made the choice to just go like, no, immediately after the story. We're dropping this on everyone.
Cloud, you up? Sorry, did I wake you?
Good.
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Talking now.
Great, but not here. Follow me.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she? Or rather, what is she?
The manipulation begins. Like, you get this little glimpse of calm before you actually get the chance to explore it. The game, I think, does a really good job of transitioning from the way the last game was, where it was mostly these long linear segments with a bit of exploration and very slowly leading you into leaving calm and being in the world.
Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river. Wasn't just him, though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time?
We can't answer that question. Like, literally, we're not capable of it. We've got brain static. It's a whole thing we have to deal with. We'll figure it out later, though.
Of course.
Together, like a team.
Sorry, I just need some space.
Boy, she books it. So are we going for a Tifa date in this game, or are we going for an Aerith date in this game? I actually don't know. I have no idea. I kind of like the Aerith date, but we did it last time. It definitely feels like the canon option. But it would be nice to do something different this time around. Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
We could just pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Hmm. Well, that makes me quite sad. Best leave them alone for now. You know what would be really funny? Is if we were at a tat-tat on the door and then go, hey, can I talk to Aerith, actually? Want to take turns? You can have the bed now. I'll take the chair, or the couch.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night.
Tomorrow is another day.
And another segment of gameplay. Complete Chapter 1. You never meet your heroes. Funny, all things considered. Let's say there's nothing better than waking up in an empty hotel room. Like, everyone else has already left, and you're like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to deal with everyone else first thing in the morning. You just wake up, and you gotta kind of just figure it out, you know? Anything around here for us to collect or investigate? Does not look like it. Well, folks. Well indeed. I think we are ready to wrap things up for today. Bit of a shorter stream, not even quite reaching 3 hours, but hopefully tomorrow's stream will be longer. And that's all I'll say, because in the past I've promised streams. I'm like, maybe I'll stream again this evening, or we'll stream tomorrow, and then I've just not delivered. But I'm going to try to correct that. Things are different now. We finished with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so the drive to play that constantly until the game is completed is gone. Thank goodness. The game is done, and it only took 6 years. But we've got a break now. I have a lot of chores, if you will, to get done around the house and around town. So I've got to go attend to those. But until next time, I want to give a shout out, and we haven't done this often enough, I feel. I need to give a shout out to all of our wonderful Patreon supporters, all of the members of the Lucky Sevens, the wonderful people who support me, which is, it's titled that now because we've changed the entire structure on Patreon. If you were not aware, we've done away with the multiple tiers. We took all the lower tiers and brought them up, all the higher tiers and brought them down. We just have one tier now. It's called Lucky Sevens, $7.77 a month. And I'm working on a promo code to get your first month off. I didn't make it yet, but I'm going to have one very soon, probably by the next stream. I want to give a shout out to all of our supporters on there, including Jarl Lucas Kitts, Imperator Jake Yates, Anthony, Nicholas Alvarez, Guillermo, and Maximinus GSNL. A couple of those names you would have seen in the chat today, which is fun. So shout out to all of them. Thank you all for watching. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Awkwardly got to look for the finish button. Where is it? Oh, I can do it like this.